Hello, this is the infamous Iffy, and continuing on with Final Fantasy XVI. In the last part, Clive was bested by Barnabas. I still find that funny that they played the victory music for that. That was hilarious. It was like all cheerful, and it just said Clive bested. After that, though, Shiva gave Clive her. Sorry, not Shiva. Jill gave her power of Shiva to Clive. And not just headed back to the hideout after that. Hopefully this time Clive will be able to beat Barnabas now. Barnabas / Odin now that he has Shiva's power. But yeah, a few new side quests opened up, so I'm just going to do those first.
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthrorne's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing out ether like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned, or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the old place will be overrun.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthrorne know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well, I can't stand about
I get the feeling he's going to find out anyway.
And what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
Okay.
How do you...
But yeah, that's the second time Clive has lost to Barnabas now in the last video. And both times were cutscene fights.
See, you reckon?
Okay, so I just want to check where the other side quests are. So there's one over there. I wonder if I can just go there to access that one. Do I have to walk all the way over there?
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot. Come back.
Oh. I noticed it said there Jote, so is Jote here now, the person who's with Joshua?
I suppose you've got quite the tale to tell.
Oh, maybe I was Oh no, there they are. Yeah.
Don't tell me we've run out of papio nuts and all.
Trouble with your gear, or... Yeah, the weight of all that. Clever girl, that one. I'll keep the forge on.
Oh no, this is a different request. Okay, I may as well take that one as well.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me. But I can speak to her at least.
Anything else? Yeah, that's the one I finished in the last part.
help, you said?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's alright.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to that one first. Because if I have to travel out, I may as well have all 3 markers ready. Saves time to activate the quests now, so I can just travel to each of them from here.
With Canva in the hands of a Akashic.
Ah, Sid.
Don't tell me. You need more bomb ash.
Oh no, we still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life. This time, it's a new smelter. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermo amplification and a system of reciprocal recirculatory regeneration.
Okay, yeah.
Let's just say it gets very blimmin'.
I will say some of the dialogue in this game does go on a bit too long during the quests. Like, I do feel like sometimes skipping some of it when it's just saying the exact same things over and over again. When it gets a bit mundane.
Hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything Blackthrorne's got in his forge, that's for certain. Only mithril engines get hotter. And you can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make out of any old rubbish neither. We need the goods. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly that.
If it's for the good of the hideaway.
Oh.
So, what exactly is this good stuff you need?
We've got a couple of examples here.
More fallen material. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in...
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat, and what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all out. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is...
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres that...
That's it, and we're only 3 short, mind. And we know exactly where they are. There's one up Amber Way, in that ruin that they call, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmet.
All right then.
It'll do. I'll be keeping...
Okay then.
How was she?
Wow, there's quite a lot of quests opened up now, even in different areas. Like, it's getting a bit ridiculous.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Why can't I use Ambrosia here? There's no reason for it. Ambrosia being the chocobo. For some reason it won't let you use the chocobo in this area. How much do I need to upgrade? Yeah, I might get that first, just to get that upgraded a bit. Okay, now I can use the chocobo.
Ready, go?
And I'm going in the wrong direction. Great. Yeah, it's probably quicker to go back. Okay, Shiva's not bad at the moment, I don't think. Yeah, because this is the first time I've tried out the powers, so I didn't have time to in the last video. Okay, so
I'll need to deal with these ones first.
Help me, boy. All yours, Torgal. To me, boy. Nice try. Nice try.
Okay, not bad. Can upgrade that now. I do like that move there, mesmerize. That's good. That's good for crowd control with enemies. Like even in the video there, you can use it up with up to 6 enemies. Okay, I might upgrade Ice Age next again. Just get these fully upgraded. Sorry, fully mastered.
This is it. Right then. Just 2 more to find.
Okay, may as well get the fetch quest one out of the way first. This one, weirder science. Right, so there's one there. Okay, so where's the second one? Okay, I may as well do the Blacksmith Blues one. Just to try and clear some space for the other side quests, because there's quite a lot that have popped up now across the world map.
So Dravost is still standing. For now at least.
If you can swing a hammer, you can swing a sword.
Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Oh, Blackthrorne came to this area. Yeah, I knew when they said they're not going to tell him. Clive said I had an idea he was going to follow them.
Blackthrorne.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoldan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead?
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
Prick or not, I won't abandon Dravosh to a swarm of Akashic.
Just say the word. The villagers know to keep out of sight when the fighting starts.
You, ready for the off then?
Okay, we can't waste any
Can't
more
afford to
time.
waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthrorne.
Generally, whenever they give a choice like this, it always means the place is going to get destroyed. So, I'm not sure if Dravok, so I don't know how to pronounce the name properly. I don't know if Dravok is going to survive this side mission.
You and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more
What was I saying about...
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but...
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate, and it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravosh till I get back.
Leave it to me. And... give those things what for, yeah?
Yeah, that's the name there, Dravok. I'm not sure if Dravok is going to survive this place. Survive this side quest, sorry.
Alright. Which one of you's first?
Take out the wolves. Mega Flare. Wow, I just want to say that now that I've upgraded Mega Flare just literally shreds the enemy's health bars to pieces. Like, that just took an enemy from, like, nearly about 60% to, like, 20% of health in one attack. Okay, is that everyone?
Is that it?
Don't think so.
Apparently not.
I was about to say, is this like a chimera type of creature?
They're not getting past me.
Mega Flare. And that's the Chimera dealt with. I like the way Torgal howled at the end there. That was perfectly in sync with the quest ending.
No, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Sid! You're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravojst won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthrorne, that's twice you've turned up when Dravoj needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravoj isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthrorne. Remind Dravoj what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthrorne. The Master Smith turned outlaw. Back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Oh, new seal.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude, but I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Oh.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to hone an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry, and they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravost in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome, as long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
With a little help from Blackthrorne, I don't see why we can't restore Dravost to its former glory. Barring ether floods, that is.
I'll tell you what, Clive. If we pull this off, it will ruin every other sword you've ever held.
I'll get him back to the hideaway. Don't you worry about that.
I'm guessing this is going to be like some type of ultimate sword that's better than any other, you know, basically just this version's ultimate weapon.
The beast was...
Okay, head back to the hideaway. I'm hoping this is going to be a good sword, though, not one that you replace in the next, like, 5 minutes.
Come back.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of peppy on us.
I had to head back here anyway to get the health back.
The man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leatherwork for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge.
Putting all the items together
Will be my talented colleagues engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is then.
Several hours later, and the ultimate sword was formed.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
It's a nice sword.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
Okay.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history, but we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like...
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are up!
I'm guessing that's the end of the Blackthrorne quest line. Really enjoyed them. Got a lot of experience out of that. Oh, Gotterdammerung. Okay, that is very powerful. So Ragnarok 325, not bad. But there's an even powerful sword. I'm sure there's a trophy for that. Hang on, let me just see a minute. Yeah, I'm sure there was a trophy. Maybe I'm wrong. Nope. Yeah, I'm sure there was one trophy here for that. If you get the Gotterdammerung sword. Yeah, there. Craft the legendary sword, Gotterdammerung. Half past twilight. I'm guessing that's going to need some good materials to unlock that. Like, probably N level bosses. Okay, let me just equip Ragnarok.
No need to thank me for the sword. I'm happy just to be here.
Do you reckon we finally got to the bottom of Blackthrorne's troubles then? That'd be something.
No need to thank me for the sword.
What do I owe the honor? I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend to me, Clive. The best. So, what'll it be?
Okay, so I need some good materials for that. Dark steel, orichalcum, and primitive battle horn. I have no clue where to get any of those from. May as well forge that.
If I do say so myself. That it? Fine.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
Okay, off to do more side quests then. But yeah, that was a great end to the Blackthrorne quests. Got a brand new sword out of it, so really happy with that. Not bad damage. close to a level up. Okay, how am I supposed to... Yeah, so... Going the wrong way.
Enough of you, are there?
Line them up and knock them down. That's a little bit weird. No experience from that. Strange. Okay, two down.
One to go.
I'm not probably should finish this side quest first before taking on more. So where is the... Okay, I think I'm just going to focus on one side quest at this point.
Time to fight.
help me, boy.
That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now.
Okay, that's all 3 done. Right, might just do Martha's Doris, search for Doris one at. Where's that? Okay. Right. There again, I might just head back. Just to get one done with.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Yeah, I just want to look at the hunt board, see if there's any new monsters. Surprisingly, no.
Ah, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Okay, I just need a bit more and I can get those 2,500 ability
Best
points.
of luck out there, Sid.
With Canva in the hands of a Kashik.
Ah, Sid. So?
Got the stuff?
Good, thankfully. Here.
Ah, that's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit him to the smelter right away!
Sometime later.
May I present to you the Telemon Furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise.
Inventory space better, I'm guessing.
So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Oh, level up. Getting a lot of experience from these quests. Expanded potion satchel. Now I can carry even more potions.
Right then. Let's get back to work.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Okay, I'll take all that.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Okay, to the next side quest.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately I can hardly up. But what I do know is that there's more bad news than good. You can tell that just by looking at people's faces.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean that.
Nearly done.
I've got greens of all.
Okay, so where is this person?
Looking for shelter. How do?
Might buy that.
There you go.
I'm not going to equip it, but I'd like to have that one for satellite. Just because that seems very good. May as well buy that one for Shiva as well.
Thanks very much.
That's not too bad. I already have plenty of those items.
There you go.
Let's all buy that since I've got plenty of money.
Much obliged. Thanks very much. Much obliged. There you go.
Just max out all items.
Much obliged. There you go. That all, is it?
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
The people of the rest may see.
Oh, here they are.
It's been a pleasure, Doris. I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
bearers taking well to their new home, June?
Ah, Clyde, I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, but if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As of those poor bearers, they've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to... And if you're wondering why you... Well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
All right.
Thanks. There. That should be enough.
Okay, I'll take the stuff.
Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hot. Better that than something that'll... And chocobos love them too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him.
I'm sure you would.
Okay, cooked chocobo, anyone? Okay, may as well teleport to there.
To me, boy. Now, Torgal. It's over.
Oh yeah, I forgot to spend my ability points. Just do that now. Okay, I'm not going to be able to afford that for a while yet. Upgrade Mesmerize and Ice Age. Okay, got both of those mastered. I'm not sure if Cold Snap is any good. Is it supposed to be more a defensive move, or like for evasion? It can freeze enemies, but it's also like a counter attack as well. Let me just see. It's Diamond Dust. Okay, that looks quite good. I might get that next, and I'm not sure if that's worth it. I have to think about that. But yeah, I'm gonna get Diamond Dust, then I might just focus on upgrading Giga Flare to level 3.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. Lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
I don't think so. Yeah. Okay, it's just you. Now what?
Much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to, but casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore, and she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Oh, he just teleported back there sometime later.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sanbreque. Went quietly, or so we're told, and she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be alright.
Hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Quest complete. Oh, new item.
The stew's awfully thin.
Oh. Maybe it's a... Yeah, it must be a message. Okay, get onto another one.
I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to grow on.
I might just end this video after completing all these side quests, because there's quite a few of them still to do, and I don't want to put that in with the story part coming up next, which is probably going to be going after Odin and Barnabas again.
Ah, Lord Rossfield, what brings you to Eastpool?
I don't mind if it's like 1 or 2 side quests, or even 3, but considering there's always about 7 of them in this this part, I might just
a delivery from Martha.
End this video after all those side quests.
These are Gizal Greenseed. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed. Only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so wait, all of them.
More Akeshi?
More time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the...
Sorry, not Akeshi, Akashic.
Rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
Akashic, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, We may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lacked men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved, though they may not be trained soldiers like your guardians? What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will, a home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home.
I do like that Martha came to help out with this. Because like it wasn't going to be easy convincing them otherwise.
And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool! Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
Okay, let's do
Divide
this.
our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can. Steadily.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, That point will be the village square. The perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, so wait. But you'll be needed, please. Leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade!
Then you know what you must do. We work together. Everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall. That Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too, then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
The calm before the storm.
Okay, finally. Let's do this.
And here it comes. I will not let this village fall. Enough! It's over! Enough!
Okay, going well so far.
There's a good boy.
You're finished.
Help me, boy.
And that's the end of that.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield! Change of plan!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in Eastpool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Next one's mine. I might not know one.
The curl was sighted on Rhiannon's ride back towards Martha's Rest.
Okay, heading for there now then.
Faster!
safe.
Strange that I don't seem to be getting ability points for this.
There it is. With me, Torgal. All yours, Torgal.
We win.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
Dead? Yes.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
Don't say that. Every time someone says that, something else pops up then out of nowhere.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us. And still we doubted you, but there's no doubt in my mind we're free men now. So we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours. To protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight. And I believe if he were still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same.
I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course. And I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes?
How could I forget?
Oh yeah. Was that mission all the way back at the start of the game? When yeah, I do remember that.
There's one sight that I shall never forget.
Yeah, when Clive faced off against that giant Morble.
You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favour.
Yeah, I remember now. Clive's father sent 2 people with Clive. That was I think that was the very first mission you did. When it went to the flashback at the start.
Was lay down my sword and surrender. But every time I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Thank you again for all you have done for me and mine, my lord. You may rest assured that Eastpool will be safe in my hands. Thanks to you.
Yeah, I did remember there was someone from the past, but I didn't realise he was the guy from the very first mission Clive went on. Back in the flashback, when Clive was with his father. The very first mission Clive was sent on. Like to clear out the goblins. Anyway, heading back to Martha's Rest for that reward.
The hero returned? It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it, before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again, and a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Are we going to get another flashback with Sid here? When they met?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me.
Oh.
He showed up...
Yeah, I felt like they were going to show another flashback there. The way they were talking. Because we never found out how she met Sid in the past.
Stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work.
Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other...
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers, just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed, but the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father stopped.
Suppose you're right, and if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough. Anyway, then I better get back to work. At least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna say...
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Quest complete. Again, got a lot of experience from that. Oh. Got a new item to take back to the hideaway.
Don't worry, Clive. You went alone in this fight. Whenever you find yourself in...
Okay, that's this area done for side quests, for now at least. Okay, so there's 3 here. Right. I'll start with this one.
Everything's back the way it was.
Take that, you naughty...
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throat and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid, just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child. And the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention, and they have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized.
We'll fight them all off just like last time. No matter how, won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, the longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until our best hope is to, by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the corps, perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be with...
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the... I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my...
I'll go and speak.
Okay, lines in the sand.
What's the difference between a lord and...
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
Yeah, rivals.
Still in Dalimil.
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits, and he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safe, but we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across...
Leave it with me.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together.
Come on.
And off we go. Oh.
You deserve a rest.
Trying to get as much ability points as I can. I want to get Diamond Dust for the Shiva. I gotta say though, with the enemies, it really feels pointless in fighting the bigger enemies because they give so little in ability points. Like from that group there, like them wolves, them coyotes / wolves I just fought, I got 120 ability points. Yet from that, the salamander there, I'll probably get at least 30. I'll be lucky to get 30 ability points, which will be not much. Even the birds give more. Like these things there, the Helldiver. Well, a little bit more anyway.
Be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
Let's go say hello.
That's him. The one who killed Locke and Fingers. Take his head off.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Mecha Flare.
It's over. Farewell.
Okay, overkill there again. I think that gives me enough now.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something. And quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I...
Why are you taking the bearer's side, Victor? Are you one too?
You know I'm not. Just listen.
What do you mean, don't jump to conclusions? He cast a spell without a crystal. What other conclusion is there?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside? It's driving me.
He knew all along that he was playing us for fools.
And we fell for it. We followed him. A bearer.
It's interesting just listening to the different dialogue in the game, like when you just stand still.
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
Just like listening to different people's opinions and that.
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
Well, we tried.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Yeah.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
Can you believe the bastard's been lying to us for us?
I assume the situation is hopeless?
Yes, pretty much.
There's still hope. But...
Is there, Clive? I mean, they don't seem... I don't know, all the townspeople just seem against Lubor at this point.
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us.
So he's gonna like take the bandit's place as the villain of this town.
We'll be all alone.
That's it's kind of a funny way. It's kind of a funny ending to this side quest, but it's also a sad one.
Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their mind.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this, but it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. But where are my manners? Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Okay, quest complete? Question mark? That doesn't feel like the end to this quest line. It feels like there's going to be more on that later on.
Why is everyone being mean to Lubor? He didn't do anything wrong. I'm going to go with him.
Why didn't he tell us? You're going to try and convince me to stay. Save your breath. I will not put those children at risk.
Okay, that ended a bit sad ending to that one. So next one, Duty Undying. Oh, what happens if I...
Well, this isn't at all foreboding.
Oh. I don't understand what Clive meant by that. Is it that the markers are have now been changed? Like the fast travel markers, these are They're a bit different now that all the crystals have been destroyed. Apart from the last one.
Here's the scraps you were after.
Okay, how am I supposed to get to that quest?
Thank you for the real egg, mister. Mummy made the pottage.
Sounds delicious. Perhaps you'll invite me round to try it.
Wish they would put if it's higher or lower. Oh, in here?
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might have...
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origin. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little and less, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of...
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed with...
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is... Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around... I was due to visit my colleagues there to... If you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have...
Okay, head there.
Right. They will be most... Might I suggest you take the road? It will lead you straight to the village.
Thank you.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord.
A village built around an airship. Sounds like another Lost Wing. I hope the inhabitants are just as friendly.
Hopefully it doesn't end up like Lost Wing. Fast travel to there.
Good girl.
Yeah!
Oh yeah. Almost forgot there. I've got enough diamond dust now. Or not. It's spoke too soon, apparently. Need a bit more. Which I'm about to get.
Time to fight.
Speed up. Okay, just enough. What? Oh, 1940. I need 100 more. Take that back. Still don't have enough. I thought it was 1840. Sorry, not 1840. 1840.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
safe.
Enough. Farewell. Enough.
Come on, just a bit more. That. Yep, just enough. I'll take that. Diamond dust. I might keep mesmerize because you can use that in mid-air as well. I do like Ice Age, but Diamond Dust just seems so much better. Yeah. Okay, just give me a second here. I want to take off Ice Age and put on Diamond Dust. Okay, I think the next thing I'm going to save up for is upgrade the Giga Flare again. That's probably going to take a long time to get 6,000, but I'm going to save up for it. Okay, at least that's a way to fast travel there now. New location. That everyone apparently is dead in. I do like that as the game's going on, we're discovering through the side quests brand new locations, like brand new towns.
Oh no.
Yeah. Doesn't look good.
You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors.
Right, Diamond Dust. Wow. Okay, I'm not. Is that better than Bahamut's Giga Flare? Not bad. Oh, is that it?
Whatever that thing is, say it's their leader. Too slow. Ogle, kill! Bahamut! Nice try. It's over.
Goodbye.
Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
Is anyone alive here, or is everyone dead?
You have our thanks, stranger.
Oh, some are.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Yeah. Seems a bit stupid that it's a survey to die for.
You are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary finding. Here, take them.
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years.
Yeah, at least make it better.
To come.
Instead of just sending people to the meat grinder.
Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond. Our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute, and we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him as first shield to the Phoenix. I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind.
Basically, they're saying like we're as committed to the Phoenix as you are, Clive.
And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
No, not bad. Okay, there's one more side quest, but I'm just going to head back to the hideaway to get the health back. Oh, wait, there's two more. May as well see what that message is.
The stew's awfully thin.
What's happened?
Trading places too.
Ah, Clive. You'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
Yeah, okay.
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault.
I know, but...
No buts about it.
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediate. The talks with the Republican army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
You had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
El? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look...
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the... This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually. And at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's why?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request you go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but...
You have to trust her.
You're right. And if El's off fighting for the cause, I should do mine. So I bid you farewell and say... I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects, someone has to...
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar, then. I'll keep Eloise waiting.
Okay. Straight to Randalar. Which, where exactly is that? Oh. Okay, so that's not far then. Gotta say though, I hate walking through this area because you can't run at full speed.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal. Looks like this is it.
When are they gonna let us through?
Okay, now I can.
Thanks, girl.
It's over.
Trying to get some ability points on the way there.
Time to fight.
Oh, there.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who?
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings.
That does sound unusual.
Who is it then? The person who bought them?
No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have my... He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy... Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he... I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to... As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No.
I was wondering if it was Clive's Uncle Byron who bought them.
I entertained
I
the
don't know.
Consortium's proposal solely so
Just
I could
a
learn more
thought.
about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true...
Because he said that they would be well looked after.
The bearers are to be well treated. Which is something,
Yeah.
at least. They deserved more. I wanted so bad.
Elosise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountain. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as they need help.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there.
Okay.
Hold on, Theo.
Say Theo.
I'm coming.
Okay. If I can just fast travel over there, that would save some time.
Fly, Ambrosia.
You deserve a rest.
I will say, that after using, what's the name of it? Oh, can't find the name of it. What is it? Blind Justice. I will say, after using that move more and more, I'm starting to see how good it is. I already know it's basically like the Kingdom Hearts, this is like the Kingdom Hearts version of the shot lock. But now that it's fully upgraded, it does quite a bit of damage. Oh, maybe... Yeah, I think I've gone the wrong way. Yeah, I was supposed to... If I cut down there, I can make my way. Okay. Yeah, this is the way I should have gone. Okay, 500. Just need 5,500 more now to get the Gigafly upgrade.
What's the situation?
Now you can run faster, Clive. Just saying.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village.
We just have to pray, mate.
I can do better than that. Let's go.
Yeah!
You deserve a rest.
Okay, just about there.
These creatures have already turned.
Bahamut! Enough!
Okay, that's all of them.
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
I'll be honest, Clive, is a fight against these dragons ever easy? They've all been... They keep using like the area of effect attacks, and that's what keeps hitting me. Come on.
You're finished.
Oh, wow, that finished that off. Yeah. Okay. I think that's the first dragon I've beaten so far without getting a game over. Like, with the area of effect attacks. Giga Flare really did help. And Satellite. Yeah, I really feel Bahamut's skills really helped with that one.
Theodore, you had me worried for...
Oh. Oh no.
We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping El's dream.
Theodore!
Oh, crap. Are we gonna have to fight him now? Can't he fight it?
Take care.
Oh.
Of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye, El.
Yeah, I could see that was going to happen there. Rather than hurt Clive and Eloise, his sister.
Theo!
Yeah.
Theo!
Wow, some of these side quests get really dark. Like, just gotta say, in the story, anyway. Sometime later.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place. Against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses, and I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery, but he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo. Why did you have to...
Really sad ending to that side quest.
I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people. I need nothing more from life than... So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bringing smiles to people's faces and to Theo's, wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen.
I've made a choice of my own to continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Claire. Let's go on together then.
Close to another level up.
The Crimson Caravans is my family business now, and I would not exchange it for the world.
Okay, I think there's one more. Under new management.
Nothing like a little unrest.
There were ghosts at the gates, not days ago.
Those things I said before.
Oh, Clive, my wards and I may soon be without...
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up...
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a foundation upon which to build a new... He's already secured the support of the various army remnants.
Okay, what does Clive need to do about it, though?
Afforded the respect they deserve.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly.
What does Captain Philippe make? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around.
How? By speaking out against a man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men. If it were given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation.
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal for your services to Northreach? You have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try?
Yeah, okay.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Tell me then, where will I find in the garrison?
Overseeing the troops.
All right. Wish me luck. I may have met this duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Is this the same person?
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any... But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire, and I shall see it repay. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, you are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man, pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soul, but no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, with Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are soon enough. These thralls shall learn that they are...
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government, one whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary, so that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes. And I told you then how putting the Empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with
okay, public opinion then.
The other side of the wall.
You needn't fret. The creatures are...
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
All right there?
Just your opinion. I wondered what you thought of the...
Not much. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the... Now he's trying to drive us out completely. Threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be...
I heard the dame got an icon to rid the meadows of.
A question. What do you think of the Duke of Or...
You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and... If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty it, we'll do whatever it takes.
Okay, public opinion is not very fond of the Duke then.
Why? Your stall is as...
I've been hearing...
Nothing good, are we? Going around acting like he owns the place, and with hardly a word to the dame.
I take it you'd rather she was...
As far as I'm concerned, just need his eminence to...
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
Those things I said before.
Excuse me, do you have... I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best way of making... And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do...
You're the one who's talking...
On the dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but... It seems my work... What do you think of his...
I'm a soldier, mate. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the dame. That's where my loyalties lie. Not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us some men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards...
Okay, thanks for your opinion then.
As long as you remain...
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to... All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's... Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Yeah, I'll be honest, this quest is kind of a bit of a time waste, this one. Just asking, you've got to ask every single person. Out of all the side quests I've done so far, this one has been the most boring so far. Okay, so who must speak to?
Captain.
For you? Thank you for last. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you, do you intend to go along with it?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right. I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls. Thanks again.
I'm guessing the captain's going to go against it.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Okay, so where now? Oh.
Ah, Clark, were you able to speak?
I was.
Did the best I could. Spoke to everyone.
Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thrall, though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in...
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of... I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hand. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders, and not just because of the Duke's rank.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
Why?
Because I realized what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to stand together. All of us. And with you to lead us, milady. It was you who finally convinced me. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us. That has always been Northreach's best hope. And one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I'm...
Anything for you. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks.
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for North, especially with men like you and Philippe. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might, but I suspect I shall have to call upon you. Until then.
Until then.
So there's going to be a part 3 to this quest then. Ah, so close for a level up.
Despite my repeated advances.
Okay, so that's that one done.
This is proven. Conquest.
Okay, I'm just going to head back to the hideout to get my health back. I did say I was going to end the video here, but I've had second thoughts. I might try that dragon again. The one that I couldn't beat on the hunt board. Since I'm level 42 now.
The stew's awfully thin.
And I do have the Ragnarok Sword, so that should give me an advantage. still going to be 8 levels ahead of me. But I'm going to give it a try. If not, I'll just end the video and pick up with the story in the next part. If I can't beat it.
Come on. Faster!
Okay, ready, Torgal? Let's do this.
Thanks, girl.
Oh, come on. I really wish it would not put you all the way here. Couldn't it just put you here or somewhere?
Let's go.
Yeah!
Time to fight.
Okay, I don't want this to go on too long, so I'm just going to give this one more go. And if not, I'll wait till level 44 or 45. Wait till I'm leveled up a bit more if I can't.
Be safe.
Help me, boy.
If I can not take any hits and just keep damaging him, I feel I can win this. So I'll give it one more try. And if not, that's it.
Fly, Ambrose.
For now, at least, anyway. Oh, I wish they'd give the limit bar back. What I hate as well is having to go back all the way through here and down here. They could have just started you off there. Why start you off right there?
Straight home now.
Oh, come on.
Forgive me.
Wow. Yeah, forget that. That is not happening. Those attacks, those area of effect attacks do way too much damage. Okay, I think I'm just going to head back to the hideout. Yeah, dodging those flame attacks is really annoying. Try that again when I'm level 45. Okay, so just looking for the save. Okay, so I think I'm going to end it here for this part. It's been a lot of side quests completing for this part. And the next part I will definitely be getting back to the story and seeing what happens next. I'm guessing it's going to be fighting Odin properly next in the next part. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until the next video, bye.